I'm Victor Antunes. I'm an Autism Dad and a Realtor. And each week I make videos highlighting what it's like to eat, sleep, live, and play in Miami for families with special needs. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 reasons families with autism, special needs, or disabilities are moving to Miami in 2025. So whether you're from New York, California, Canada, or Colombia, there'll be something for everyone in this video. Let's go. Reason number 1 is school choice for our kiddos. Now let's be honest, sometimes the schools that are nearby just aren't a right fit for our kiddos. So through the Step Up Scholarship, your kids have the choice to go to private schools or charter schools of their choice. Now let's take a little bit more of a look at the website. So you're gonna have, first of all, if you got neurotypical kids, they can get up to $8,000 in financial assistance for private school tuition and related costs that can also be used for charter schools. Now, if you've got a kiddo with special needs, they can get up to $10,000. That's a lot of money, and that you can use at any private school or charter school of your choice. There's also the New World Scholarship. This is for the neurotypical kids who are struggling in school, and they can get extra support through that scholarship. There's also the PEP Scholarship. This is for those of you who are homeschooling, and they can get up to $8,000 through a flexible education savings account. Pretty cool. There is also a transportation stipend. So if you're sending your kiddos by a private bus or what have you to a school that's far away and you can't do it yourself, there is this transportation stipend. Reason number 2 that families with special needs are moving to Miami-Dade County is the abundance of special needs services. Now, I'll be honest with you, 5 years ago, when my daughter was diagnosed with autism, I did what we all do. You go to Google and you start searching. Now, the blessing is that there's a ton of stuff available. The curse is you just don't know where to start. There's just too much out there, and everybody promises the world. So what I've done is I have put together a resource guide of everything special needs in Miami-Dade County. Now, it's a free resource guide, and I promise you it's not a pitch. It's me just doing months and months of research, and honestly, it's a work in progress. It's my love affair with this community. And everything you can imagine is in that guide. There's also stuff about scholarships and how to access this stuff. Because it's one thing to know about it. It's quite another thing to know how to access this. So if you go ahead and, type in book in the comment section, I will send you this right away. Reason number 3 that families with autism are choosing Miami-Dade County is the abundance of options. Now, if you go to Google Maps and you type in autism schools, you're going to get this, a bunch of little red dots on the map. But here's the problem. Where do you start? And honestly, when I look at this map, this isn't even all of it. There's much more than this. But again, back to what I was saying. You look at all these little red dots, and where do you start? Now, if you live in the bottom of the county and you choose a school at the very top of this county, during rush hour, that could be a 2-hour drive. So that's not really an option. So where you choose to live is going to be chosen in big part by where the schools are located. So let's take a look at this. There's 2 charter schools, or excuse me, 2 autism schools in particular that I want to cover. First is South Florida Autism Charter School. Now, I chose these just because they're good examples, and I'm not pitching them because there's a lot of options out there, but these are just 2 of them. So this is the largest all autism charter school in Miami-Dade County. They're located in a place called West Hialeah in a big Class A warehouse district. Really nice school, actually. So that is one option. Now, the advantage to SFACs, as they're known, is that they take kids on the entire autism spectrum. Now, another very nice school I've been to is this one here. If you want small classrooms, this is the place. Now, the problem, or not problem, but the thing about this school is that your kid must be verbal. So this is where a local autism parent like myself can be of great help, and a realtor, obviously, is that you tell me what your kids' needs are, and I can tell you, pretty good clarity, which is going to be the school for them. Now, there's also these centers known as PPECs. If you've got a kid with these needs, you know what I'm talking about. Now, again, you type in PPEC Center in Miami-Dade County, and what do you get again? A bunch of red dots. And again, I know that this isn't all of them. So again, the third reason that parents are choosing Miami-Dade County is just, the abundance of options. But this is where having somebody with local knowledge, somebody with a special needs child can be of great help to you, because you know what? I've already been to all these places. I know the lay of the land, And I can tell you, if you say, look, I want a house with this, this, and this, or a condo with this, this, and this, and I need this kind of school for my kiddos, I can tell you with pretty good certainty what area Miami-Dade County is going to be best for your family and your kiddos. The fourth reason families with special needs are choosing Miami-Dade County is that everyone, and I do mean everyone, is fully on board with the cause. This is Commissioner Raquel Regalado. I know, not the best picture of her. She kind of looks like a terrorist, but this was during the COVID. So her daughter is autistic, and to say that she is on board is really an understatement. She is one of our biggest champions. And what I like about Raquel is that she's not a politician looking for votes. She's actually got skin in the game. Her daughter, maybe two of her kids are autistic. I know at least one is because I've met her daughter. So she's fully on board. And it's not just the commissioner. The police are also on board. There's this occupant autism program. You can get these decals at the local police station, and I have one on my car. It's this. This is the decal right here. Special needs occupant with autism. May not respond to verbal commands. Get that put in your car. Now look at this. This is the local police. How cool is this? And these are all different municipalities, all on board with the cause. And it's not just the police. It's also the fire departments. How cool is that? Now, this is a podcast that I host at Miami's community newspapers, and that right there is police officer Natalia Flores. She was on the show. So, like I said, the police, the politicians, the fire departments, they are all on board. Now check this out over here. So this is Miami International Airport. They're also on board. They've got these multi-sensory rooms in the airport. Pretty cool little rooms. You can go in there. They got bean bags and couches. What I like about that is that my daughter, you let go of her hand and she is off to the races. So you put your kiddos in this room, you can let them go. So instead of spending an hour or two at the gate, when you're at the airport, you can spend it in this room. The fifth reason families with special needs are moving to Miami-Dade County is Florida's Med Waiver, or I Budget Waiver. Now, in essence, this is just more free money for your kiddos. This is actually the book I told you about that I wrote. So it's in there. This will tell you all about it and how to access it. And there's also a link to the website. So let's go to the website. So the website tells us who is eligible to receive this med waiver. So you got intellectual disabilities, severe forms of autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and other conditions that would make you applicable for this program. Now, here's the thing about this. There is a very long wait list, and I'm talking about years. So if you're moving to South Florida, this is something that you want to be on the ball about, and I can actually help you out with this. How to access it and how to apply and what you're going to need. And remember, Miami-Dade County is big. There's 2.8 million people here and countless services for your kids, but they're not all the same. And there's countless municipalities and even more neighborhoods, and which one you choose will make a significant difference on your lifestyle and the happiness of your family. Now, as an autism dad and a lifelong Miami resident, nobody knows this community better than I do. So if you're thinking of moving here, reach out. And I recommend that you reach out as soon as possible because, looking for the right house for your family with special needs is not the same as looking for any old house. So it takes time. So give me a call at my text number, 305-401-6224. And until next time, welcome to Miami.